This is a quick comparison of the old and new key geometries for magnet insertion on svalboard. On the left here we have the previous design, and on the right here we have the new design. It's tough to see because these are teeny tiny, but the one on the right has a couple of little channels on the north and south sides of it, so that any overflow with glue can kind of be channeled in there and cure in place rather than ending up on the top surface of the key. The older one, if there was any glue squeeze out, it either ended up on the top surface of the key. This was assembled with thin CA as a test. Doesn't work very well, and that flowed way all over the top of the key. But it also has a relief hole on the back, and this would allow any overage of glue to flow out through the back of the key. This is useful for reducing piston effects in cylindrical press fits, or cylindrical slip fits, I should say. But as it turned out, having the glue come out the back side here was not great for assembly consistency. It would lead to glue on fixtures that you then have to clean up. And it meant that this couple of rings here, these walls around where the magnet's going in, where that pinhole is, are kind of a weak point in the print. And as you can see on the new one, because I have those channels to let the glue seep out in a safer place, the back of this can be printed in 2 solid layers with no funny circle artifacts or anything else, so the key is going to be significantly stronger. And I think the surface area for magnet hold will also be better. We only see a very, very small failure rate of magnets glued into keys. It's probably, a few in 10,000, but it's worth fixing from my perspective, and this makes the assembly process much cleaner. So we have the old key here with the pinhole and the new key with no pinhole that works in this slip fit assembly fixture that I posted the video of just a few minutes ago. It's worth noting that this took some really fine-grained FDM optimization. It's hard to see here, you probably can't see it at all, but basically, in order to get the magnet to sit perfectly flush in a slip fit, instead of relying on a drafted channel that lets you press it into place and have it seat flush, this just has to be exactly the right size. And that actually required using a custom layer thickness for the first layer so that the height of the magnet at the top surface of the key would be dead on. If you just let the slicer handle this by itself, it'll do a 0.2 millimeter bottom layer, and that'll have your thickness off by half a layer when you slice it at 0.12 millimeters, which turns out to be enough to be sort of annoying.